Hello, everybody. It's your boy, the Mad Artist, with Roger Rabbit yet again.
Heyo.
And this time we have someone new, Ram. Say hi.
What's up? I don't know if I'll be here for long, but
Yeah,
make the
this is
most
gonna
out of
be.
it.
It's probably gonna be a very short podcast compared to like the usual hour or so. But we're gonna try to make the most of it.
Yeah.
It's rather late.
Yeah, I don't know what we want to talk about. I have something we could talk about.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I want to talk about because this was something that was only done like a few years ago, but has become really popular. And as someone who's an aspiring animator, I really enjoy it. Like the reanimated collabs.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of that popping up on YouTube.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I've seen a
like
bit.
I think I think the first one, I'm trying to remember. I don't know exactly what was the first reanimated collab done on YouTube, but the earliest one I can remember is the Mama Luigi collab,
Oh yeah.
and where a bunch like I forgot how many animators, but it was like dozens of them, and each one got a scene, and they reanimated the entirety of the Mama Luigi episode from the Super Mario World cartoon. And ever since then it just kind of exploded into like this big thing. There was there was, I don't know if you guys have seen Shrek Retold.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have.
yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, the entirety of Shrek recreated. It's amazing. But
Mhm.
yeah. And then there was a lot of other ones. I'm trying to remember them. There was the Band Geeks episode. There was there was one episode of Kirby Right Back at You, which was taken down by Nintendo.
Oh yeah, because Nintendo under
This
copyright.
Nintendo's legacy, no bounds.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah,
they,
it
they got
sucks.
like anything until they're gonna get that crackdown going like right away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Currently,
it's a
I'm
good
on.
idea. Mm,
What were you gonna
go
say?
ahead. I was gonna say that it's nice seeing them because it helps. I mean, I know it's like it's almost insulting to say that you're gonna pay an artist an exposure, but usually reanimated collabs are a great way to not only for the artist to do something that they like, but at the same time they're getting attention for
Yeah.
any upcoming anybody who's interested, and that's always good to have
Yeah,
more
and
talent out
also
there.
like I don't get why Nintendo took it down, because the thing is like most of these reanimated collabs, they create a separate channel just for like that collab alone, and that's it. And like they're non-monetized, so they're not making any money off of it.
I don't know. I just Nintendo's always had a thing for it, that regardless of whether it be um mildly resembling anything that they
Yeah.
own. They're always
Um
so keen on cracking down any mild resemblance, and I don't know, they're probably
yeah,
afraid of
if you look at the difference between Nintendo and Sega when it comes to like fan games and ROM hacks, like it's night and day.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's, well, after all, they did take two very different paths in how they deal with the
Yeah.
fandom.
Yeah.
I'm not
Um
gonna, I wouldn't, I'm not gonna give my opinion on either fandom just
yeah.
Oh, oh yeah.
for the sake of keeping this at least as neutral as possible.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I mean,
currently I am part of two reanimated collabs right now.
oh yeah.
Oh, which ones?
I am part of the first one I joined was the SpongeBob SquarePants Rehydrated collab, which is a recreation of the first SpongeBob movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, that
What
was a
about
pretty
the
good
other
movie.
one?
Yeah, it's like Shrek Retold, but with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, basically.
What
Yeah.
about the second collab that you're in?
Um, I was also gonna bring up that for the SpongeBob Rehydrated, I'm only doing one clip, and but for the second collab that I joined, it's the Bubsy Pilot Reanimated, and I'm doing 3 scenes for it.
Oh yeah.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, how's that going, by the way?
It's going pretty good. I'm almost done with 1 scene, so I'm gonna get the other 2 done, but they're like really short, so I think I could get them done.
I realize people always underestimate how much effort goes into even just a 6-second clip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that numerous times. People like saying like how like a 30-second clip can take like a couple hours or like several.
Yeah. Like I've seen the like the usual week schedule of producing a like for example like a Disney Channel cartoon. Like 17 to 19 weeks alone is just the animation being done.
Damn. Didn't realize it took that long.
Yeah, like
Very
the
long
the
time.
animation is the longest part of any break of any like episode. Like in terms of like how they schedule it. Like
Yeah.
so like I searched this up online and like this is the typical 1 episode like breakdown of like a 11-minute traditional 2D Disney animation cartoon show. So like 5 to 9 weeks are just the premise to the final script. They do 1 week of recording the lines, then 8 weeks of design packing, 5 to 6 weeks of storyboarding it, then 2 weeks to review the storyboard and revise the storyboard and do some other notes. Then it's 2 weeks of the animatic, which is like basically like a short slideshow, and then 1 week for the review of it. Then once that's done, they do a week of revisions, and then finally they do 2 weeks of confirming the animatic. Then we have 2 weeks of background designs and painting and whatever, and then a bunch of other stuff, and it's a lot. It's a lot, is what I'm trying to say. Like it's a
Yeah, it
like
sounds like it.
usually the yeah like typically like like that's just for like the average, but like it could be longer or shorter depending on what type of show you're making. So yeah.
Yeah, man, it's hard. Then people always underestimate just because it's a cartoon. They forget to
Yeah.
like what's beyond the cartoon, the art, the work that like
Yeah.
a lot of people must go through just simply drawing something that many people could object to, like people could say that, oh, I don't like that art style, but
Yeah. I think
took
that's
took
what I love
people.
most about the what?
I was just gonna say that they're crapping on a art style that took almost, what you were saying, like weeks to finalize. Who knows how many
Yeah.
sleepless nights and whatnot. But
Oh yeah.
continue.
Yes. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I think that's one of the reasons why I love reanimated collabs so much is because you get to see every different style from every different animator. Like some of them, like they try to do fluent Disney style animation. Some of them are like very like and like they do different styles. Like some could be pixelated, some could be hand drawn, some could be computered, some could be 3D, some could be stop motion. And like it's so funny. Like some people try to make it like Disney quality, and then others try to make it like as Ren and Stimpy stylish, I guess, where like they try to make it as crude and gross, and then some others maybe they'll try to copy a popular art style like Paper Mario or like a Charlie Brown style, and then there are just those who just want to put as many memes as possible, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of type of cartoons.
art is a medium for the artist's imagination.
Yeah. If you guys there was one that recently came out. It was like a reanimated collab for all the Zelda CDI cutscenes. And
yeah.
you guys should definitely check that one. That one's great.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one
I'll
yet.
definitely check that one out. But with the huge influx that you're talking about, might be hard to keep track. maybe I can tolerate the short ones, but it's for the Shrek Retold one. That one I had a hard time watching because it was a move. It was not only watching a movie, but it was also trying to focus on absorbing as much as from people's individuals art styles as possible.
And, trying to do two things at once.
Yeah, it takes twice the amount of time. It feels like you're doubling the runtime of the movie. Because sometimes you gotta
Yeah,
pause, you know. Sometimes a certain art style really catches your eye, and you gotta pause and you gotta really appreciate the fine detail.
yeah. But yeah, it's just there are a lot of there are a lot of collabs happening now. It's become really popular, and to get on one, you have to basically like be constantly monitoring to see if there's one. Like that's I was barely lucky enough to even get on the SpongeBob one because like almost every scene was taken by the time I joined.
Damn.
It's almost as impossible as those YouTube giveaways.
Yeah,
And
so I was thankful to get one scene because I was originally handed a scene of just like the ship, and that was it. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And so I got one of like, so I was thankful to get a shot of David Hasselhoff, and like he's at the island. He's like, well, boys, this is where he stops, and like whatever.
Uh,
So I was thankful to get that.
nice.
yeah, that's a good shot.
Bubsy, though, on the other hand, I don't know if I showed up early or there's just not that many people joining the collab, but I was able to get 3 scenes for that collab.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, true. Reanimated collabs always show off like artists, new and upcoming artists, but at the same time, you also have to take into account the interest of the artist. Is the artist first? Does the artist know about this? And second, are they a fan of it? Because you can't unless you're gonna commission like an artist, then chances are you're only gonna get people who know about that fandom. They're gonna work on it, so
Mm.
can't always expect a ton of artists to flood into something they're not a fan of or they're just not interested in. But well, I mean, I'm still hoping that the influx of reanimated collabs keeps on going. That and that big companies they have bigger fish to fry than demonetizing a demonetized video of a reanimated collab.
Yeah, that just seems weird.
Yeah, there are so many right now. Like there are so many or actually there was a very recent one by Shea Frillis Productions for the song Shiny in Moana.
Hmm.
I
That
never
was
got
very
to watch the
recent.
movie.
If I were to recommend to anyone who wants to watch reanimated collabs, I mean it depends. Like if you want to watch like short ones, I mean there's a lot of them that are short that you can watch. Like there's the Freaky Fred episode from Courage the Cowardly Dog that was reanimated. There was a Phineas and Ferb reanimated that was pretty recent.
Hmm.
Trying to think of what else there is. There's the Duck Amuck, the Looney Tunes cartoon that was reanimated. Um, as I mentioned earlier, the Super Mario World cartoon. There's the Hotel Mario one. Um, the pilot of SpongeBob, the Help Wanted episode, the Band Geeks episode, and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of small ones, but
yeah,
even those short ones take a lot of time and effort from all of the artists that are involved.
Yeah.
And you can always see that in their individual descriptions or in their individual channels really. You see them post like after they finish the collab, you just see the video after video of their editing process of their collab clip, and you can see how much it goes from a rough sketch to a slide, like a very rough slideshow, to like a smoother and smoother animation. So
Yeah.
really, and that's just a fast forward. Like in real time, that takes. I think because a lot of people are, um, kind of like, they see a lot of speed painting videos and speed drawing videos, that they kind of feel like, oh, artists just naturally draw at that speed. Like
Yeah.
they already know the proportions, they already know what they're envisioning. But the reality is that, an artist could know what they want to draw, but that doesn't make it any easier to bring a mental image into like into being, into like physical existence, because it's always going to come out always not as you want it to. I mean, obviously you're gonna get what you want, but it's not always gonna be as perfect as the mental image you had. So
Yeah.
you gotta give the artist props for even having such a skill to do that. Because I mean, compared to me, like, as from the eyes of someone who can't doesn't have the ability to draw, it's very impressive to see the techniques that just people know. It's really really fascinating.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Uh, no, yeah,
Um. Also, just one last thing I want to say. I don't know if you guys have heard, but you know the cartoon Smiling Friends by Psychic Pebbles?
oh yeah,
Yeah, it got
It finally got greenlit by Adult Swim.
oh,
yeah, I
that's
saw it.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I'm
finally,
glad.
it took a while.
Well, I mean that's kind of bad, poor timing, don't you think? With the
Yeah, it was
rise
pretty
of
bad timing.
with the rise of streaming platforms, I
Yeah.
rarely people are using cable. I mean, not that people are rarely using cable, just that I guess they say less people, but by people they mean their target demographic, which is, young adults and whatnot.
Hmm.
Like
Dude,
they're
streaming has just become the new cable. Like, let's be
Mhm,
honest.
yeah. But like I was saying, when they mean people, they don't mean the general public. Because of course you'll see a lot of um older ladies and gentlemen, both of older age and also like parents, older parents, they will still be using cable and whatnot. But when companies
Yeah.
mean people, they always mean their demographics, and their demographics are saying that young adults are not watching as much cable as they used to because, well, I mean, why sit through like 30 minutes of your favorite show and then 45 minutes of ads that you don't want, when you can just go on like Netflix or on Hulu, just watch the whole episode uninterrupted. Like there might be like one ad in the beginning, but that's it. It's only one ad, and then you can just watch the whole thing uninterrupted.
Yeah, like I think Hulu, if you don't get the premium or whatever, like you have to watch ads, but even then they're only like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like cable where you sit there waiting if maybe the next commercial is gonna be the one that is the last one, and then I can get back to my show. I
Yeah.
mean, you can kind of understand how a lot of people would fall asleep watching TV. They're not because of their attention span. I'm saying because, like, it's if you're invested in a show and then all of a sudden you leave off in a cliffhanger to like some kid's toy ad, you're not gonna be as invested as you were like 45 minutes ago after the ads are gone. And 45 minutes is a little bit of an exaggeration. I'm saying probably like 5 minutes of ads at most. But nevertheless, that doesn't change the fact that you won't be as invested in the show when it cuts back because you've been exposed to all this other things. that kind of ruins the tension, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So it's a weird world we're living in right now.
Yeah, it
We just gotta we just gotta
It sure is.
push on through. I mean, people can believe what they want to believe, but I hope that most if not all of us can agree that some people miss going outside and hanging out with friends if they can't already.
Oh, yeah.
It's an unfortunate reality that some of us can't really go outside, whether it be because of one authoritative figure or another. But we just gotta wait until the curve or whatever, that COVID just goes away. But we'll
Yep.
see. Even then, we'll probably live in a post pandemic world where anybody who sneezes in public will be seen as like a potential pandemic patient zero.
Yeah, get them old Cold War mentality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it won't be super surprising because there's already a lot of other cultures that, they already take proper precautions when they're in public. And, a
Yeah.
common analogy is the Japanese, how many Japanese when they're sick, they wear face masks in public in consideration of not only to themselves but to others.
Yeah,
But, it's hard to say if that's gonna happen here because usually, different cultures have different norms, and even if some people adopt those norms, who knows how many that's gonna be. It could be a very vocal minority, or it can just be a minority, but it, the US is such a cesspool of different cultures and opinions that it's hard to really predict what's gonna stick, and especially now in a world of high information.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I'm trying to remember. I think they said on June 15th that California was gonna drop the distancing requirements.
For everybody or just for those who have been um who are considered vaccinated or to considered like
Um,
safe?
Let
Because
me
who
see
knows?
here.
It
I'm
could
gonna look this up.
There's like a very fine line between quarantine and not quarantine, because if you really think about it, you can really increase your immune system by being exposed to more viruses. But at the same time, if you're quarantined, like, you don't gain that boost in immunity. But I don't looking at the death toll of this pandemic, it's not really a good idea to, depending on your age, it might be fine for you to like go with that mentality, but otherwise it'd be kind of a risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, it says right here that the first and biggest change is the removal of all capacity limits and physical distancing requirements, regardless of setting. That means bars, restaurants, concert venues, grocery stores, and everything in between can open at full capacity if they so choose. For
Yeah,
California.
I was gonna ask if it was like a voluntary thing, which I'm glad it is, because some it's totally fine for some other for like say Walmart or something to, still enforce like a social distance and all that stuff. Because despite how soulless um big companies can be, and I mean that with sarcasm, despite how soulless they may be, they still have a big enough heart to respect that, a pandemic won't go away super easily. Because I mean, look at other pandemics; they never went away easily. Not to say that,
Yeah.
not to say that this is the same. Every pandemic is different. Different
Yeah.
ways, different eras, different technology, really. Because many of the past pandemics or epidemics could have been cured with what technology we have now. And it's only a matter of time until this goes down in the history books as a potentially curable illness or pandemic with future technology.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's a nice thought to have.
Yeah. On the
But
oh, sorry.
go ahead.
On a lighter note, let's hear about your opinion, Rams, on a Friday Night Funkin'. Because that's been become quite popular.
Oh, I will say that I have watched my fair share of videos of it, but I mean, I have no qualms with the modding community or anything, but I'm not so easy to trust all fandoms. All fandoms have a not so pleasant side, and I'm not gonna specify because it's all of them. Because
Yeah.
even if a majority of the fandom is a very nice fandom, there's always just gonna be those couple bad apples. But I think it's a really good game, especially that they recently announced that they're actually gonna make a full Kickstarter to make it a full-fledged game.
Oh, oh yeah, I think that ended already.
Oh, really? Man, then
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
late
they
to the
mentioned.
party.
Yeah, and
I've
I
been living
completely
under a
forgot
rock.
about that because I just checked it out. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I completely forgot about that. So
Well, I'm very excited to see what they come up with because they were laying some bills with what they were saying then the full game would have.
oh yeah, I didn't see all of it, but there was some pretty interesting stuff. I heard that they were gonna make like a PS1 version as
I
well.
am excited to see where they take all this lore wise. It
Yeah,
seems like a pretty interesting lore despite it being very, well,
yeah,
bare bones.
like I heard
The
that they were gonna.
protagonist is literally called Boyfriend.
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but I mean, there's always room for improvement.
yeah. Like I've heard that they do plan on actually expanding on that story. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
cutscene for like all the weeks and all that. So it won't just be
yeah,
week
it would be
7.
interesting. That would be interesting to see. And,
Yeah, considering that it's gonna be like a full like 30 or so weeks plus a 10-week epilogue. I'm curious to see how exactly that's gonna play out.
yeah.
Especially that.
Personally, those kind of rhythm games aren't really my thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it, but at the same time, it's not really that genre of game isn't my cup of tea. Not that it's not like not hating on it, it's just
Yeah,
I'm not but I mean it's not my type of game, it's just I'm just first of all not good at those and second just like I don't find the entertainment in them. Although
yeah,
I do applaud that I do like that people still play games like Guitar Hero and stuff because that's
yeah,
always fun to watch, even if I don't
yeah.
like, play.
Yeah. Like on my channel, I also have like Friday Night Funkin' vids, and even though I really suck at the game, I have fun with it. Just uploading like me, just like
Yeah,
playing through a song and all that, and just like having some
it's
fun.
the it's climbing the mountain and reaching the top that's the most satisfying when you can just have that
Yeah,
perfect sequence like nothing.
yeah. Like I like to say that I am getting a bit better at it.
That's
'Cause,
good. Improvements always it's always good.
like
I mean, for now at least. Who
it's
knows when
it's not much,
augmentations will
but it's good.
become. Yeah. But who knows when improvements will become a bad thing. Such a moral gray area. That's gonna be We're gonna leave that to for the future of humanity to decide what moral gray areas are.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. So
Yep.
pretty sad about the whole thing. Damn, I completely forgot about that Kickstarter. Feel bad now. I was thinking of actually supporting them, but then I forgot about it because other else came up.
Yeah, it's
The
kind of hard
only
to keep track of stuff at this time.
yeah, the only like game that I know that's being developed and is trying to become a full-fledged game is it's a new MMORPG that's going to be called Ashes of Creation,
Ooh, never
and
heard
it's
of it.
basically
Yeah.
it's made by a team of people who are like huge like MMORPG fans, like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, and they're
Mhm.
trying to take like the best of everything and make it like really good. Like I haven't seen everything from them, but like I've seen some of their like development videos, and it looks super promising. Like this could actually, depending on how well it does, it could actually overshadow World of Warcraft.
Huh.
Glad to hear
Like it
it,
would be that big.
because yeah,
So
usually we need more of those upcoming games to rival the like set titans that are ruling the game
yeah, something to
industry right now.
overshadow it for once.
Mhm.
Yeah, because World of Warcraft
Yeah.
has been like a big thing for many years.
Yeah, but the
Many
fan base
fandoms
has
have
been
tried to take it.
slowly dying.
Yeah,
Well,
because
who
of
knows?
Blizzard
Yeah.
things, and I won't mention them now. Maybe later.
Like literally, Asmongold and a few other people are the only things that are keeping the game alive. To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, also it's a pretty big commitment with just how much you can do in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, because like really the big thing about like what makes like MMORPGs what they are is the community. Like that's really the heart of the game. Because
Yeah.
you find people, you join their guilds, you do raids together and stuff like that. But when the player numbers start dwindling, the game kind of starts falling apart.
Yeah,
yeah,
but which is kind of, I mean, I'll have to make my own research into why it's happening, but I would think that such a long-lasting game that has been having updates even till now is having a dying fan base. I live under a rock, so I might have to dive into
Well, it's
that
because
Blizzard stuff.
Blizzard is a stingy fuck.
yeah. To put it bluntly, and
For lack of a better word.
yeah, they've made some bad decisions.
Either way, it's hopefully,
Yeah,
well, we'll see. I mean, it's always we're entering a new era. The
yeah.
post. This is I think this is like the era where people wake up and they have small revelations, like how many people have come to realize that, well, you know, like not a lot of stuff that they thought was like very important to them is like not actually like keeping up with
Okay.
celebrities. People who used to do that like now look back and be like like I don't think this was as important as it is now. It's pretty unimportant compared to my dealings that I have to do to survive in this era.
Yeah,
And it's also just in general the decline of celebrities and just it. I honestly just never have kept up with celebrities because just it's always a scandal. It's every little thing is made a big deal of. I don't know. It just seems exhausting just looking at it.
yeah. I never really kept up with any celebrities even back then.
Who knows? Maybe celebrities were always like that, but either way, I'm better off not knowing what a celebrity does on their downtime or what scandals revolving around who. I think I just have my own stuff to worry about, really.
Yeah. And, did you see some of the things I posted in the chat?
Nice.
With
Ooh.
Sonic and Shadow eating lemon.
Oh yeah, that's become a meme. So Have we hit the 30-minute mark?
Let me go double check. Yeah, we hit about it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be.
I'm dying, man, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So,
Hey, no worries. It was fun talking anyway. Got
Yep.
yeah, so I guess we'll do the outro. So,
let my
yeah,
tongue loose.
yeah, this is gonna be a short podcast. We won't be doing an hour long this time, but it's been pretty entertaining, pretty fun to talk.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
hoping that maybe, depending on what happens on my scheduling, I'll see if I can join back again. Hopefully this time for an hour.
Yeah, and we can
I
get
might
like,
have to bring my own talking deck, my little
yeah,
card
so I'm gonna get
topics.
like a full group over here, a group of 4. That would be pretty
We'll
cool.
see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Time will only tell.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, and
It's great.
yeah, been great. So, enough
It's
of
been
that.
great. I hope you guys have a good one. I mean, you too.
Yeah, so
All of you two listeners,
yeah, to
have a good
the
day.
like the 43 subscribers out there, thank you for subscribing. Spread the word around so we can get that 1K sub goal. I have a 500 sub special. I mean, yeah, the 1K, 1,000. Yes, I thought I'd mix it up for a bit. Yeah, I have a 500 sub goal. Gonna be doing a let's play of an old series I did a long time ago. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, there's been mad artists, and with me I have Roger and Ram. So yeah.
Bye.
Bye
See you
everyone.
around.